Okay, so hi everybody. Today we are going to learn how to make this bomb, and I am going to make this tutorial. I'm gonna try making it around 30 minutes or less, and honestly, it's actually not that hard to make. So let's get started. So first, let's start by opening up Blender. Um, it has to be 2.7 or above. Let me close this window. And you have to use cycles. So let's get into cycles, delete like everything, default to everything. And right now it's like midnight, and I seriously have nothing to do with it. So we don't really need the bomb. Well, the sphere is gonna be the bomb. We don't really need it to be that high res, so let's just make it 16, and then add a subsurf modifier. So it actually goes, yeah. Okay, make it like 2, then add a displace to make it look like these cannonballs. So add a new texture, and this is gonna be your bomb. So pretty bomb out of this. So anyways, turn the strength to 0.5 to make it, and make this smooth so it looks like those cannonballs, like in those characters. And now, this bomb itself is actually gonna be the easiest, so let's focus on the bomb. So the bomb yeah, it's pretty much a bomb. So when it blows up, you don't really notice it much, but it actually bombs have a they fragment and become like and shoot out all these frags, and then yeah, and that's actually what kills people most of the time. So let's create this by using the explosion modifier. So first you have to get the particle system. You make a new particle system. You don't want to have shooting at 1,000 pieces because that's not realistic. Around 60 is good enough. And this is your starting time and your ending time and whatever. But we're gonna add a fuse. So since this is 24 frames per second, let's make the particle. Let's make this start at 24 times 3, which is 72. So make this start at 72, so that it will start blowing up in 72. And then this is when the explosion will end, which is usually like 3 or 4 seconds later. So put this at like 76. And yeah. And the lifetime has to be greater than the end minus the start. So n minus the start so far is 4, so let's set this to 8. And yeah. So now, if you add the explode modifier, you'll see something like this. Right? Okay, I just here, and then you'll just see it just fall apart. So this is not that realistic. So first of all, let's cut the edges, and a bomb that just simply falls apart isn't what you call something that would kill someone. So to make it shoot all over the place, wait, and then also stop. So actually, it's okay. And set this to. Okay, so make it shoot all over the place. Use the emitter geometry. So to set this to a really high number, 32 now. And right now it doesn't look like it's anything, but now look. Wait, it just like boom, just like blows up. And yeah. So wait a second. Okay. Oh, okay. So set the lifetime to actually like 1 or second. Ooh. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so the lifetime set it to like 7, and then if it somehow doesn't blow up out well, just set it below, then later set it greater. So yeah, this is actually the explosion itself. So I just scrub it. So now, since we're done with the initial fragmentation, it's super easy. We want to give it sort of a dimension. If you haven't noticed, this is 2D. Stupid. So to make it so that it won't be pretty. Add a modifier, it's super simple, solidify there. And set it at 0.1. If it isn't, then set it at that. And yeah, that's all. Okay, so now you have completed your cannonball. Wow, so simple. Actually, no, you haven't completed it. Let's get it. Open up nodes. And here, diffuse. Keep the diffuse just to ease it up. And let's add a mix shader and a gloss. Wait, no, not gloss. Oh yeah, glossy. Because cannonballs are sort of glossy. So let's set this really high and set the glossy like around the way here. And then we'll look at the render and set the diffuse always. So now let's look at it rendered. And let's give this a light first. Sun. Okay. Oh yeah, I also forgot. Move the cannonball up and okay, and what? See, that's pretty convincing. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's pretty convincing. And then since this is a semi-realistic explosion, though, it's not going to look completely like realism if I haven't told you. And yeah. So now to add the explosion itself. The explosion itself is actually really simple. So move this to layer 2 for now, and then add another sphere. You don't need any simulators or anything actually. So this is going to be really quick. So what you do is just leave it this as is. Add a new modifier, it's more about the material, and name it whatever you want. And then add what is it? Oh, replace this with a oh, actually, wait, yeah, replace this diffuse with a scatter, then a mix, and a emission. And this is going to be your explosion. It's not that hard. But you want the explosion to be going all over the place. Oh. Okay, so now you want it to be sort of orangish reddish, so the emission is gonna be the primary color. So set it to orange and let's look at what else it looks like. Yeah, that looks like a pretty good explosion, except that it's not going on. But we'll do that later. In fact, let me check the emission a little higher. Here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so now to really do the explosion thing itself, you want this to blow up at around the what is it? The 70-second frame, all the way to the around 74th, then the fire goes out at the 76th. So to do that, it's super extremely simple. Add modifier. This place you don't even have to do anything new. Strength. At the 70, go to the 70-second frame, which is the beginning of the explosion. Set this to 0 so it won't be displaced at all. And yeah, just go above this and press I to set a thing. And then later 74th is when it becomes really big. So I think 8 was good. Whoa, this actually, okay, actually, I think I need to have this. And make this go up. So, yep. And then make this to 8. And then around the 80th frame, make it go back to 0 and press I again. So now it's supposed to look like boom and it goes back down. But you don't want to see the ball the whole way. So to do this, you actually also take this and then and add another mix shader, and we'll be making this transparent for part of it. So add a shader, transparent, just leave as is, and at the 72nd frame, it is going to be 1, which makes it completely transparent. So actually, yeah, it's what up to the 72nd frame, it's gonna be 1, so it's gonna be completely like invisible. And set this as the keyframe, with I, and then go to the 70 in 74th frame, set it to 0 so that it's gonna be all bright and whoa, that was cool. Yep, and make it disappear when it's around here. So here, and that's fine. And now it's supposed to look like a burst of light. There. Now that's pretty much all the explosion you need. So it's really quick and simple, like I told you. And let's make that for layer 1, for layer 1, and this. Okay, here. So now that we are done with this section, now the hardest part that I'm actually dealing with is not the bomb itself, but actually the fuse. So here's the bomb, blah blah blah, and here's the blowing up. Looks pretty good. So now for the fuse, which is like the hardest part for me. So you have to have the bomb for the whole time while you're looking at this, so it wouldn't be actually make the bomb slightly lighter. Okay, so now to add the fuse, what you do is add a curve, a path, not a bigger curve, and then make the path look like the fuse. So this thing goes inside. And then just try making it as convincing as possible. I am sort of speeding up on this because I tried making this tutorial many times, but then I messed up. Yeah. So, and oh yeah, I already told you that it's 12 p.m. I mean a.m. And yeah, that looks like a pretty good fuse on thing. So now, to give this actual thickness, actually no. So first, since this is the path, make sure that it's pointing down, and add a circle, a curved circle. Just put it to the side and shrink it. You'll need that later. I think you'll know what if you experience. And then here is the curve. And now add a mesh circle. Fill it with an N-gon. And from my previous mistakes, I learned that you should extrude it. Good enough. And scale it down a bit, so good enough. Again, and now, yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do for this. But now, for the fuse, what we are going to do is, I can't really find how to make this slowly invisible unless there's like animated UV, but then you have to paint that stuff all in. So I'm sort of cheating this in by making the background black, and making this actually a dynamic paintbrush. So dynamic paintbrush, and then it's gonna be painting everything black. So set this to remember it should be absolute alpha. Don't change anything except making the color black, and make this follow the path by giving it a constraint with this follow path, and over here in path. And now it's always acting like that, so you just and you'll see if you see that blue line, you know that it's doing right, following the path. But we just align it. So now I Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. So now for this is gonna be the path. I am going to go to the curve button, and at the bottom you're gonna see the frames evaluation times. So this is it's gonna blow up at around 72 at 72 the 72nd frame. So set this to 72 because that's how many frames it's gonna go down. And it's gonna blow up. And evaluation time, this is gonna be like the keyframes and stuff. So this is keyframe 1. So let's make this go down to keyframe 1. Make this go down to frame 1 and set a keyframe by pressing I. And then go to 72 and by going to 72 over here and by pressing I again. So now it'll be like this. Yeah, boom. Okay, so okay, dude. Okay, so now you see the thing. It's not really bending along with the line. Wait, did I do cyclic? Wait, no, I don't. Oh, here, follow. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna do. Okay, so what you do now is wait, okay. So what you do now is make this so that it actually like turns along at least a bit with the path. So I keep at frame 1 set a rotation keyframe, and then later go over here where it should be bending, and then rotate it with R so that it's around like over here. Set another rotation keyframe, and then around here just rotate it a bit. And yeah, so now you're gonna see it go like and it's gonna blow up. Good. So now for the actual part where you see the line disappear. So using Shift D, you duplicate this, and now this is a copy. And unclick path animation. And now over here, bevel object. This is gonna use the Bezier circle. Whoa, circle's back. Okay. Anyways, previously over here, that's what I was just talking about, and scale down the circle so it'd be a little more like confused. And let me scale that circle down. Yeah, okay, good. No, it looks pretty good. Semi-realistic. Okay, so now you're supposed to give this a texture, but you don't need to. But what you do is using Alt C, you can convert this curve to a mesh. Then click on it. Now you can use dynamic paint to make this a canvas so that it will be painted on. And you sort of want the wire to be a metallic brown, sort of rusty color. So go to paint initial color, click on color, and go around over here, turn it down so it's brown, but then to make it a little more metallic, go. And here's good. And now, we are going to be using image sequence. So create a folder. Let's just call it this, and that is going to be the folder which all the images are going to go in. So now, where is it? Oh, output. In output, go over here and wherever you want to put the image inside. Mine is this. And accept, and then don't start baking yet because you haven't finished stuff. Wait. I just want to make sure some stuff already. And yeah. So now just bake the image sequence, and I will be back. Okay, I completely forgot to tell you this, but you need to unwrap this. To unwrap it, select all, view, and do Smart UV Project and unwrap it and OK. Okay, now you can make it. Okay, you know how I said I might have forgotten something? I did. So over here, I forgot a lot of stuff. So, there's 203 images, which I totally thrown down in 72 because the fuse only lasts 72 frames. So to do that, and that's frame 72. Yeah, that's stupid. And then, for the sub steps, you actually turn it up to 5, so it actually be it would actually be solid black, not like black brown, because that doesn't look like it when you get used. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, let's now bake, and I'm pretty sure nothing. Okay, good. I'm done. So now, once you're done, take this fuse and make sure your camera is always pointing to like the sky or wherever you want to blend this camouflage it in. And then later, do wait, no, not shifting. You go to material, you add a new material over in the nodes, delete this, add a image texture, add a texture coordinate which is generated by UV, color to surface, and open the folder where you put in the stuff. So over here is all of them. Select all by clicking A, open image, and start frame 72. Everything is good, and now you should be seeing black because there is no diffuse. So to do this, because I deleted the fuse on accident, and to do this, just add a diffuse. And yeah, okay. Now you're supposed to be seeing the wire, but since this is frame 72, here. Okay, so over here currently, you are not seeing the wire. Okay, you're seeing the wire, but it's completely black because I didn't turn it on auto refresh. So oops. Wait, let me delete my old one that I was using. That's the reference. This is the one I used to create the startup animation and also the so here. So go to auto refresh and then go click on this to jump to the first frame and then start. And then now what you'll be seeing is brown, but the more you scroll, it's gonna turn black, and that is good. And it disappears. So that's good. But now you don't want this thing to be shown. So it's really simple. Just add a new, and it's like one of these. Just add a transparent. Done. Okay, good. Now that thing is not showing. Now the final step you need is, at least for visual, you need is the sparks. So over here, change. Well, actually, leave it as is. It's good. And let's make it finish sparking at 72. Everything is good. Let's make it a little like 3, so it should pop. Not 2. And yeah. Now for the light, you add an icosphere. Go to the side, scale it down so that it becomes super okay, there. And now make it emit this let's make this a emission. And the sparks are sort of like this color. So yeah. Okay, now let's see. So yeah, it's working pretty well. Oh wait a second, did I? Oh no. That's weird. Oh. Oh, okay. Too many. Let's see, okay, and now let's play this. And you'll be seeing sparks from okay, that's why. Yes, and you'll be seeing this and it'll blow up. So that's good. So now set the lifetime to like around 4 seconds because that's usually how long it starts last. And it's 2 minutes left still. Make it like yeah, okay, that's it. So now that's actually just pretty much the whole scene. And let's move the light. Okay. And yeah. So I am going to render and show the results. Okay, so we're back, and this is the final result of the video that we were making. Scene that we were making. So this scene was pretty noisy, but that's because I didn't put as many samples, and also didn't do many things. But yeah, looks like a pretty good video overall, and thank you for watching this tutorial, and I hope to make another one and have you watch it. So, yeah, and that's all. Oh, one more thing though. The music. The sound. So, for the sound, the explosion you can always download it off the computer. But if you want to make it from scratch, there's the kitchen. A lot of sounds, especially the fire and the knives and I don't know, the hammer thing. And then for the hissing, I found that out when I turned on the water. It sounded from the sink, not those like special waterfall like sinks. They're just the regular old sink. They actually have a hissing sound coming out, and that's how I used to make the hissing with the first bomb. So yeah, that's some advice. Thank you for watching, and yeah, bye.